Yo, 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 what's going on? Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience, coming at you live all the way over in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, inside the Asian Sensation Studios, right here in the beta room. And I am the voice, and I am the choice. Your host, Kim Hoang, the Asian Sensation. And, technically, we're not putting out an episode. You can call it like a mini episode or something like that. I don't know what it's going to be called, but this is not an episode. But this is actually a chance for us to really talk a little bit and focus on the fact that we are now in the 2024 Summer Olympic Games, and it is great. It is wonderful. It is amazing. So we're going to be doing the Olympics, I believe, until like August the 13th or something like that, if I remember correctly, which is a lot of time, and it's amazing because, with the Summer Olympic Games, or the Olympics in general, I should say that, the Olympics in general, it only happens, I believe, like every 4 years, and it's incredible. You have many countries of many nations from across the world to compete in this. No matter who they are, no matter what country they're from, what kind of political affiliation that their country is in, they all compete. They all compete. In the good name of sportsmanship and will and athletics, to let their physical ability do the talking, and it's incredible because I've seen a lot of great things happen in the Olympics in my lifetime, and 2024 shouldn't be any different. I think it's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be lovely, and it's going to be all that and a bag of chips, in my opinion. Obviously, we have a lot that's going to be happening this year. So many questions and so many things that are going to be happening in the Olympics. It's going to be great. Obviously, new events that are basically going to be happening this year or this Olympic year that I never knew was going to happen. Case in point, this year, as far as I know, for the first time ever in history, in these Summer Olympic Games, which is over in Paris, France, and for anybody that loves France, Paris, France. I've been there many times. It's the ish. It's wonderful. It's great. But 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, France will debut as an event. Breakdancing. You heard right. Breakdancing. Dancing and doing your thing, doing a little bit of the windmill, doing a lot of like flares and all that stuff, handstands or one-handed handstands. Head spins and all that. It's crazy. Like, I'd never thought that was going to happen. And it is. And that's crazy because I'm trying to figure out now, like, what is, like, the criteria of the scoring? How are they going to do this? I mean, who's going to be the official judges in breakdancing? Because as far as I'm concerned, again, this is the first time ever in my lifetime where I hear that breakdancing is going to be an Olympic event. Holy crap. It's going to be awesome. And I love it. Can't wait to see it. There are other events that I can't wait to see. Skateboarding. I'm really excited about that. Both the street skate and like the vert. You know what I mean? So it's going to be awesome to see, how well they do. I'm also a big fan of surfing, so I would love to see how they do well in surfing as an Olympic sport. And who can forget, like, as a martial artist, I got to see the Taekwondo event. I really got to see how well these competitors do, especially with the USA, because last Olympics, we made history where there was like a woman from the US scoring gold. And that's like the first time in quite a while that a woman had a gold medal. I think we haven't had a gold medalist in the Olympic Games for Taekwondo since '88 in the women's division. And that's crazy. That's awesome, but that's crazy. So we're going to see Taekwondo again, and it's going to be great. Obviously, a lot of countries, a lot of powerhouses, from all over, obviously South Korea, the United States, Canada, Venezuela, Spain, Brazil, Argentina, a lot of great countries. China's in the act, Thailand, Taipei and Hong Kong and all those, even Vietnam's in it. I'm like, holy crap. It's getting there, man. It's live. And let's not forget like our European counterparts in the like example, like I already mentioned Spain, but like France, Germany, the UK, like England. I think that Greece is in it. A lot of countries. Obviously, with these Olympic Games, there's going to be a lot of questions about what's going on and so forth. About like, who can defend the title? Is age going to be a factor? A lot of things. Like, with like men's basketball and LeBron James, he's the old seasoned vet. So can his wisdom and his ability of playing basketball, is that going to be a deterrent factor when it comes to him trying to get another gold medal? Because there's going to be some people in the team that's going to be playing for the Olympics for the first time. And then there's going to be some seasoned vets, but none as seasoned as LeBron, being as old as he has and been playing basketball professionally for 20 years. And then you have like Simone Biles, going for, gold medal in the gymnastics. Obviously she had a terrible showing the last Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. And since that time, it has been reported that she, got the help and she got better. But still, there's going to be a lot of questions going on and like, what's going to happen? Is she going to be okay? Is she in the right frame of mind? Is she ready to go? Will she pull the trigger when it counts and do the best that she can to secure a gold medal for the Olympic Games for the United States? Obviously, there's a lot of questions that go along with that. Am I one of those people that are going to ask those questions? Absolutely. I think that, that's just something that unfortunately I have to ask. And even like, somebody like American swimmer, Katie Ledecky, is she going to measure up to the standard once again and get gold medal again? She's 27 years old and she's going strong, but even still at, that season age, that's a lot to ask. I don't know if she, we'll see what happens. Maybe lightning will strike twice, maybe not. We don't know. There's a lot of questions that are being asked this Olympic year, and there's a lot of big, heavy standards that us as the Americans are putting on our athletes because, we put that pressure on them and we tell them like, we want you guys to win and we want you to succeed and we really want you to do this because, you're defending the American home turf. Guys, I do understand that, we want our athletes to do well and we want them to represent America very well. But you have to understand, they're already representing our country as it is. So to even make it to the Olympics, I feel like that's really good. That's awesome. You know what I mean? It's really a great achievement. Medaling is just the bonus. Medaling gold is like the ultimate bonus. Is it required? I mean, that's debatable. To some, yeah, it's important. But, to others, not really. Because, I could say so much, but, I can't really say that I competed in the Olympic Games, let alone the fact that I medaled in the Olympic Games. So, in my opinion, I need to keep quiet and know my place because, I'm not out there, training and sacrificing all those times, collecting 4 years of hard work to get to the Olympics. And then when you go to the Olympics, to do my very best to achieve, an Olympic medal, let alone gold. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of, there's some crazy expectations, but at the same time, again, guys, it's all in the fact that they're representing their country, they're doing their best, and they're letting their talent shine. and they're letting their talent do the talking. It's not about the politics. It's not about this country versus this country. It's about me versus the other people that are trying to vie for that top position. And rightfully so, So I just hope that the Americans do well in the Olympics. And I hope that, they achieve what they want out of these Olympics, all in the name of being a sports competitor and showing good sportsmanship. That's what it's all about. And, all I have to say is go Team USA. It's going to be amazing. By the time that you're listening to it, it's happening at this moment as we speak. And, it's going to keep going and going and going. I got a minor correction. It's the dates of the Olympics are July the 26th until August the 11th. So we got about maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe. Either way, I think it's great. It's wonderful. The fact that, we get to see this once every 4 years, it's a treat. It's a treat. And it's going to be amazing. And I'm excited. You should be too. Whoever it is that you want to cheer for, cheer for. If you're an American and you want to cheer for the United States of America, do it. Cheer for our athletes of our nation, of our beautiful nation. If you happen to live in the United States, but you're from Canada and you want to cheer for Canada, you got that right to do it. If you're French, cheer for France, and cheer for the country that you want, whether if you were born and raised there or if you want to go ahead and cheer for your adopted country where you are now, do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. That being said, that's going to be it, guys. Again, this was not even an episode. It was kind of like a mini episode, whatever you think. Either way, real quick, guys. Again, like I said to all of our other episodes as of late, we are actually doing a thing where you have a chance to sponsor the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience and give us a kind donation. Now, you don't have to do it every day or every week, but if you donate, we do appreciate that. If you donate frequently, we definitely appreciate that. You can donate as much as $5 million if you want, which is the great punchline there. But I know people won't donate that much to us. Or you can donate as little as $5. The way you can donate is that if you actually have PayPal and or Venmo, then you can go ahead and donate to our screen name at KimHoangMDActor. That's KimHoang MDActor. Or if you have CashApp, you can donate to us on CashApp, $KimHoangMDActor. That's once again $KimHoangMDActor. We are on obviously a lot of social media platforms. We're on Facebook. Look us up under the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience under the search bar. Go ahead and find us and follow us. We are on Instagram and on Twitter, now known as X. Follow us at TKHPC Experience, all in one word, lowercase letters. You follow us and you follow us back. We are on a lot of not social media, but we are on a lot of podcasting platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're also on Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and Audible, which is a brand new podcasting platform and audiobook platform created by Amazon. If you're not a member, you can actually subscribe for a free trial membership for 1 week for free. After that, it's about $15 a month. And, you can actually do us a favor by, number one, liking and subscribing to our podcast on all the podcasting platforms. And if you have Spotify and or Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star ranking. And with the Apple Podcast, please give us a positive written review. Because the more times that you actually do that, the better our chances that our podcast will be thrown in the front of the lines. And someone might say, hey, this is that podcast, the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience, that George was telling me about. I should go ahead and like it, subscribe to it, and listen to it. Yes, yes, and yes. Also, please tell people by word of mouth, whether if it's family members, friends, or your work colleagues about the podcast, or put it out on social media like Facebook, Twitter, now known as X. We got Instagram. You can put it on there. You can put it on Snapchat and TikTok. Commercialize it, because that's what it's called, brand awareness. You know what I mean? Last but not least, if you want to go ahead and be our special guest, a special guest host, if you have any constructive criticism, and if you want to actually drop a question on our question and answer form, the Q&A, email us at thekimhoangpodcastexperience@gmail.com. Whatever the subject is, put it in the subject box. Whatever you want to write, put it on the body of the email, and then send it out. I will read it if you email me, and we'll get back to you within a day or two, because that's just the way that we do things. We are out of time, guys. Thank you so much for this little mini moment of a mini episode. God bless y'all. Be safe out there, and let's keep it real. And to the United States of Americans that are representing us in the Olympics, go Team USA. All right, guys, it's been real. We'll talk to you again real soon. All right? Peace.